Hello everyone. After learning events tracking in Google Analytics, now we are moving to the next session, how to enable e-commerce setting. Let's understand first what the function of e-commerce tracking in Google Analytics is. Google Analytics e-commerce tracking helps to identify the most frequent customers. E-commerce tracking also allows you to track websites' conversion rate, top performing referrals, days to purchase, and many such important metrics. The e-commerce tracking is placed on the final confirmation product purchase page, where a user makes a successful transaction. What e-commerce tracking code is made up of in Google Analytics? It is made up of three methods: add transaction method, add item method, and track transaction method. Add transaction method is used to create visitors transaction and stores all information about the transaction. The syntax of add transaction is order ID, store name, total revenue, tax, shipping charges, transaction city, transaction state, and transaction country. This is an example of an add transaction method in which 2525 is the order ID, jeans story is the store name, 28.8 is the total revenue, 1.47 is the tax, 12 is the shipping charges, Los Angeles is the transaction city, California is the transaction state, USA is the transaction country. Here total revenue, tax, and shipping charges are the numeric field, and transaction city, state, and transaction country are geolocation data. Next is add item method. It is used to add a product to visitor's transaction and to store all the information about the purchased product. The syntax for add items is order ID, product SKU, product name, product category, product price, and quantity. This is an example of an add item method. Here order ID is the same 2525, SKU 22 is the product SKU code, Lee jeans is the product name, men jeans is the product category, 100.25 is the product price, and 2 is the product quantity. Track transaction method is used to send all the e-commerce data information to Google Analytics server. Now let's learn how to enable e-commerce tracking in Google Analytics. Follow these steps to enable e-commerce settings. First of all, you must sign into your Google Analytics account. Then navigate to the desired account. Once you navigate to the desired account, go to Admin, Property, and View. In the View column, select E-commerce Settings. Click the Enable E-commerce toggle on. Then click on Submit. In the next part of this session, we will learn about regular expression using Google Analytics. Thank you. How to set up regular expressions in Google Analytics. Regular expressions, also known as regex, are used to find specific patterns in a list. Regex provides a variety of special characters that can be assembled into filters. Regular expression can be used in first, filtering IP, to create a filter that filters out a range of IP addresses. You would need to enter a string that describes the range as a regular expression. To configure goals with specified pattern in the final thank you page URL, you can use regular expressions to configure flexible goals. To exclude or include traffic from specific segments. For traffic from specific locations into your reports, regular expressions can allow you to organize the data list of cities for each county the client wishes to target. Special characters used in regular expressions are a caret. It signifies the start of a line. For example, filtering search terms by caret car would match any instances where car was the first word in the search term. A dollar sign signifies the end of the line. For example, filtering search terms by car dollar would match any instances where car was the last word in the search term. A vertical pipe essentially means or. For example, filtering sources by Tustin vertical pipe New York would match instances of either Tustin or New York. A dot matches any single character except for a line break. For example, filtering by DMI.OA would match instances of either DMI-OA, DMI-OAA, or a misspelling like DMI-SOA. An asterisk matches 0 or more of the previous character. For example, DMI*OA would match DMI-OA, DMI-OOOA, DMI-OA-AA. A backslash escapes the character following it. For example, while entering a URL, if you place a backslash in front of the period, it would ensure it's treated not as a wildcard but as part of the text string, as in DMIOA\.com. Now let's move to analytics to learn how to set up a regular expression. Let's understand regular expression in final thank you page URL. Suppose if your website's final thank you page URL is being generated dynamically and contains special pattern with ID and equal to an ID number. In that case, you can use regular expressions to configure flexible goals. In your website final thank you page URL contains query string, and in every purchase your thank you page URL has changed with different query string. In that case, you would need to set regular expression in your Google Analytics goal setup section. In the screen you can see that website final thank you page receipt page URL contains query string with different ID, receipt ID. In that case, you would need to mention regular expression to capture conversion in analytics. Let's start setting up the goal. You need to sign into your Google Analytics account. We are already signed in. Go to the Home tab and select the account for which you want to add regular expression. Here we select Ricardo Beverly Hills. Select the Admin tab. Navigate to View and select Goals. Here I have already created a format. Here we select Product Sale. Go to Goal Setup. Select Custom. Continue. Go to Goal Description. Set up the goal name. I'm setting goal for product purchase. Click Continue. Select Destination, and under Destination select regular expression and paste /receipt and mention ** after /receipt. It is because the final receipt URL contains /receipt in every URL, and after that ID is changing in every purchase. Set your goal funnel and click Save. We have taken reference from analyticsacademy.withgoogle.com and support.google.com/analytics. You can get more details in the Google Analytics Academy and support section on these websites. Thank you.